subscription-free music and sound effects that you can use across all of your content.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Leon, what's going on? Good to see you. I think we're gonna have a pretty good session today. We haven't taken a trade on stream this week. I took 2 trades Monday, Tuesday, but since we started streaming again, I have not taken a trade. So it should be pretty good. There's a lot of range to explore today that I think we could potentially tap into. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If we look at some news, we have just yellow folders, and then we got GDP later on and unemployment claims for US dollar. So that's not a worry for London. So yeah, should be a pretty good session. Let's get into some analysis. So let's start with gold. Let me just turn this down a bit. Okay, so if we look at gold on the weekly, we can see from last week we closed below this level over here, and then we went on to fill the wick. Okay, we've been moving around this area this entire week. Like, we went down, then rejected, now we're back down. Okay, so obviously this is a key level, especially if we break below these lows over here, the previous weekly lows. We could look to fill these wicks on the left over here. Okay, if we jump down to the daily, wow, we can see, look at yesterday's daily, closed with no bottom wick, which potentially means we could shoot right back up. That's just how price action forms. When there's no bottom wick, it tends to mean that there is nothing for price to fill. Okay, so if we look at these wicks, where's a good wick fill? If we look here, we can see price has this nice wick to fill. Okay, because on the lower time frames, essentially what this is just a higher high. Okay, so if you imagine on the 1 hour or the 4 hour, if we're looking at the daily, this is just going to be price pushing up, creating a higher high, and then coming down to create a higher low, and then continuing on. Okay, so that's what we want to see with these wick fills. So yeah, no bottom wick on gold. If we go to the 4 hour, we can see we've broken and closed below this level from yesterday. There's nothing really that I want to see get filled down here. I instead think we're going to be looking below these areas. We'll see how it looks on the smaller time frames. Maybe there's something in here. There might actually be something down here. But so hourly, we can see we got some resistance right there. We're pushing down, lower lows being made. This area doesn't look very clean for us to break below. So let's have a look on the 30. Yeah, so we might be looking at sales below here. Because if we try and take sales below this level, we're running into stuff everywhere. Like, we only have 8 pips before we start getting into some resistance. So let's look at the 15. $10 pips down to there. This looks pretty good. That does look pretty good below there. How does that mark up on the 4 hour? That's pretty good. We'll be breaking yesterday's daily lows. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sells below there, closures, depends how price action's moving, whether it will be like 15-minute, 30-minute. But yeah, we'll go through that as that time comes. Let's just look to the left here to see how price is moving in this area. All right, that's, yeah, very happy with that. So if we look here, might actually be below here, because what we're trying to do is try and mirror how price moves here. Okay, so we can see in this area below here, price fills the range. Okay, we can see clean candles, clean candles, clean candles, clean candles, clean candles. You can even see there price closed below and then went on to fill that range. Okay, close above and then we continue bullish. So it's obviously a key level, what we're looking at over there, and we can see we're pushing down pretty nice. So the reason I'm not taking any sells below like these areas, why is this thing orange? Below here is because we have pretty big range, to be fair. But I just don't like that this is a strong rejection zone. So we can see price rejects off here very often. So I don't want to be trying to guess how far price is going to move down. I'd rather wait for here. We can go, if we look on the 15, so maybe it's going to be below here, and we can use break even just there. So yeah, that's looking good. We'll wait for that. In terms of buys on gold, I mean, we're very bearish. We can see the daily's flipping now as well. What's happening with GJ? Not much. So the daily's flipping here as well, which doesn't look bad either. So we've created that top wick, and now we're pushing down. So I think if we can break and close below these levels, there's a good chance we're going to continue bearish. But in terms of buys, let's look at the 4-hour, maybe above this wick, because this is definitely a clean range. I mean, you can't deny that. Let's look 1 hour. Doesn't look bad, does it? Maybe above here. Yep, perfect buy level. Obviously we'll look at how the higher time frames are behaving if we want to take buys above there, but we can see again, like if we break and close above here, high chance we're going to fill this range. And it's pretty clean to the left all the way up to here technically, but yeah, that's looking pretty good. So we got a clean canvas, but in terms of what happens in this range, I'm just not concerned with it at all. I'm not going to try and predict where price is going to go in here. Whoa. I'm not going to try and predict where price is going to go in here. We're just going to wait and see for a breakout. But it looks like we're getting some nice pre-London volume. So let's see what happens. Just want to double check this range. Could potentially look at sells below there. It's definitely a bit cleaner, but then we have to look at this. Then it would have to be below there. Just trying to find the right level here. How's your guys' week been? Let us know. Profitable, unprofitable, slow, who knows? Yeah, I'm much more comfortable with that level. We can see we got at least 23 pips down to anything. So that's a lot nicer. And we can work with this wick to try and fill that wick. So yeah, a lot more comfortable with that. Tell you what though, buys or sells doesn't look bad because obviously the daily closed bearish, but because we closed no bottom wick, I think there's a good chance if we start breaking these highs and we close above here, there's a potential we can we can reverse. Like, look at this. No top wick. Price creates that top wick and then flips bearish. So it's a question of how big this push down is going to be. Could be all the way to there and then flip, or it could just continue. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But we know what we're going to do as price moves into the levels. We're not going to try and predict where price is going to do, where it's going to go. We're just going to react. So, oh, one of my friends is on here. That's cool. So let's look at GJ. GJ's just been ranging the whole week. So I don't know if you guys are trying to take buys or sells in here, but you're probably going to get smashed if you're trying to do that. So, because look at this, like, this is just consolidation. I don't know how you're going to try and figure out where price is going to go. It's just, there's no direct direction. There's no, like, even if you look on the weekly, oh, the weekly is good, but we filled the wick on the weekly. If we go down to the 4 hour support right here, could look to fill this wick. 1 hour. Just want to try and see what we can look at here. This doesn't look bad, does it? So we've had a few times where prices try to break out of here and it's failed every time. This was yesterday during news. So if we look 15, maybe above here, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. We can use that wick as, I don't love that wick, not gonna lie. 30 minute, how's 30 looking? Might be better off above here to fill this wick. Considering we've rejected in this area so many times before, if we get a closure above here, there's a good chance we're going to continue bullish. I mean, technically it could be above here, but yeah, that's fine. All right, so look at buys above there. If we get a closure to fill this range back to the top, we'll have to see what price is doing and how it's moving at the time. Because we've rejected in this area before, we just have to be careful with buys above. And the thing with GJ is, I talked about this yesterday, it's reaching complete daily highs since 2016, I think. Last time was 2016. And I can't even check if there's resistance here because I don't have TradingView, like the Pro, or what's the biggest one. I don't even have it. So I can only check on the 4 hour. So if anyone has that, check it out. See what's happening in this range on the lower time frames. If there's any resistance. Don't have enough candles. But yeah, the price action's looking good. We can see on the daily how this will play out. So yesterday we closed bullish. Obviously on the daily, we created a nice top wick. We broke the previous highs from Tuesday. So now we've opened up, we've created a really, really nice bottom wick. So if we flip bullish, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fill this wick. We can see, like even just here, you can see there would have been a bottom wick, fill that, and then that's what we're trying to do. So we have to wait and see. We just have to be careful with this level as it comes closer, but it'll probably be like a 30 close above, not a 15, because we can see we've rejected in this area before. So if 30 closes above here, I think there's a good chance we can push to fill this range. So yeah, terms of sells, let me just, oh, Goldie, wow. We might have something on our hands here in a bit. How's the 4 hour looking? 4 is looking really nice. Yeah. So let's see what happens. In terms of sells for GJ, I was looking at it before, and again, like I mentioned, this range I'm not too keen on trading in. However, there is some pretty clean candles in here. We can see like below here, potentially you got 10 pips. Yeah, so what I'm going to do with GJ is I'm just going to wait for price to break below this range. I think we had it here yesterday, and it's just going to stay that same level. Because if we look to the left, above here, there was shit everywhere. That's only 8 pips. You got that there. So we can see below here, we got such clean range. Again, there, clean, clean, clean. Yeah, so that's going to be our sell level. And we're just going to wait to see. Because I don't want to be trading in here. Even though there's some clean ranges. When there's no direction, I find that, you know, the people talk about A+ setups. And I think when, for me at least, when the 4 hours ranging or the daily's ranging, no matter how good price action is, it's not a high probability setup because there's no direction. Like, it's like price could go anywhere. Forgot about my coffee. But Goldie's looking good. Let's see what happens. So yeah, now it's just waiting. Anyone else looking at any ideas to trade? Let us know in the chat if you got anything. So good to be back streaming. Good to be back. I think I was saying yesterday, I reckon if we keep streaming for 2 months, 3 months, and I'll start promoting it on the Instagram again, we'll be up to like 300 viewers a session. It'd be great. It's good to trade together. Figure out what the hell's going on. Getting some nice volume pre-London. London's been so slow the last couple of weeks. We had this yesterday, and then it moved in New York. But I mean, for me overall, it's still ranging anyway. So yeah, London's been pretty slow. But I must say, I've changed from trading New York and London to just London, and it's the nicest thing ever. Not to have to do like 6 hours of sitting in front of the trading screen every day. That's the thing with trading. It's like doesn't matter how hard you work each day, it's not going to change your results. It's about taking it slow over a long period of time. That's what I fell into the trap of. I get obsessed with trading and I just start trying to trade every single day, catch every single move. But you gotta be obsessed with the process, the execution of everything, not the actual trading of it. Otherwise you're gonna start over trading and making stupid decisions, and we've all been there. So but yeah, I think we're gonna have some trades today. Maybe around 4:30ish. Maybe that 30 close. 4:30 my time. We'll see. When is a 4-hour closing? Yeah, so we got a brand new 4-hour. Has this 4-hour created a top wick? Not really. Be good if we could get our first trade on stream to be a W, but obviously we can't hope for that. We just gotta execute our plan. So yeah, we're gonna use, if price closes below here, we're gonna use this wick as our break even. Depending on our stop, it might be a TP1 as well. If our stops aren't huge, we will use that as a break even, as a TP, pardon me. TP1, probably 80% or something, but yeah, this 15 hasn't created a top wick. 30. So we're gonna have hourly closes in 5 minutes. This hourly is looking good. But yeah, I think if we can close the 15 or 30 below this level, we could have something on our hands. But I would like to see, before we reach this level, I would like to see a pullback. I'd like to see a pullback, or if we close below here, a really nice top wick. So if we close on the next 15 or even this 15, well, that would be the hourly, so we'd need to wait for a really nice top wick and then a continuation. Because if we take this, let's say this hourly closes below here, you got to think of it in terms of how the market moves. So the market moves, I talk about this almost every day, but like this, and then sort of does this and then continues bearish. Same thing with the bullish. And if you think about this, if this is the 1 hour, so the 1 hour is going to look like this, just a straight down candle, but with a wick to the top, and then a continuation down. Okay, so it's going to have a top wick and then a continuation. But the lower time frames, maybe the 15 or the 5, is going to look like this. So it's going to have this, maybe a consolidation, maybe just a straight retest like this. Could even be like a double top or something, before we continue down. And obviously the price could just continue down. But yeah, that's all we're trying to do. Yeah, and that's the thing with like trading strategies. Everyone's trying to figure out which trading strategy is the best, but they're all the exact same. They're all the exact same. Like whether you want to say this is a liquidity grab, like you have resistance here, price pushes down, grabs liquidity, then continues down. You could say this is a break and retest. Price breaks out of a level, pushes back, creates a break and retest. You could say this is you could take the breakout right here on the break of the lows. You could take probably fib as well. Like this would be your key fib level, this retracement. It's all the exact same stuff. You just got to find your way, which makes sense to you. I mean, that is essentially what my strategy is based around, but yeah. GJ pushing down again. Yeah, so I'm not interested in GJ sells in this area. There's just way too much stuff here. Even if you take, because if you take sells below, let's say below here, you got support you're running into in 4 pips. You got max, you got a 12 pip, and then yeah, it's just not really worth it. Low probability setup, if you ask me. But there's obviously traders that take that and do really well. So it's just, you just got to follow your plan. That's all you got to do. Let's change up this music. This is depressing. Summer jazz. Coffee shop radio. Sorry about the ads. Yeah, that's better. Bit of bass. Let's go daily. Yeah, daily flip. 4 hour. Breaking the lows. Good setup on gold. We just gotta wait. GJ will be really nice as well. We flip on the daily or break these lows. But yeah, look at this entire week. Like, crazy. Just ranging. There's been some big moves. Like this is a, how big is this? 100 pip range, but it's just, how's my week been? I've taken 2 trades. One was a break even and one was a win. So I don't even know where they are. Where are they? It's on gold on Tuesday. Let's see. May as well break it down. Tuesday was here, wasn't it? Yeah, during New York, we had this. Yeah, sells below there. So during New York, we could see we had obviously this downtrend. If we go into replay mode, so price pushing. We had 15-minute closures below this level, I do believe, because we can see below there we got that clean range, and we had nearly 10 pips to get to break even. So took this on the flip, had like stops up here, and we closed. It wasn't big. It was only like 15 pips or something. And the other one was a break even on Monday. I'm not even sure where that was. But yeah, this was a really nice trade. But closed full here because, yeah, I just thought, I don't think this can continue. So, yeah. But it has been a slow week for me, not gonna lie. But yeah, how's your guys' week been? Let us know in the chat. It'll be good if I can get like I want to start doing, I'll have a record of everything I've taken on the stream. So that'll be good. You can see like all the stats and the win rate and stuff, but we just need to actually take some trades. Haven't actually had anything. GJ dropping, wow. Dude, gold hourly close. See, we filled that wick just straight away. I listened to Riz Words of Wisdom podcast this morning. It's really good. If you ever, what was it called? The most recent one with Eunice Ward. Really good about trading psychology and how much you need to. His main message was you need to think about what you're thinking about if you want to be a good trader. And yeah, he kept talking about how we all know the saying like trading's 90% psychology and 10% technicals or whatever, which I think is true to a high degree, but it's just you also need to figure out your technicals first. Otherwise, there's no point of having a good psychology. But he talked about how we know that saying like it's 90% psychology, but we don't spend 90% of our time on psychology. I mean, I thought about it and I was like, how much time do I actually spend on trying to improve my psychology? And I mean, yeah, I reflect on my trades, I meditate every now and then, I journal, but what's that really achieving? Like, I realized I was sort of just mindlessly doing those things because they were good for me, but you have to be, he was saying you just have to be so direct with every single action you're doing and make sure you're like very intricate with what you're doing at what time and what effect or what value it's bringing to you. So it's really interesting. Highly recommend listening to. I mean, all of his podcasts are really good. There's hasn't been a podcast out like that in the trading industry, which is just value from value from value. So lots of value in there. So if this hourly breaks this lows, I think we're going to push down to here. Just turn the light off. We're pushing. Good to see some volume. Let's see. Let's see what King Abe. This guy's beast. Look at that. Look at his track record. 59 wins, 15 losses on May. Overall 431 wins, 147 losses, 75% win rate. That is freaking crazy. I mean, I don't know how much money he has, but that's pretty good. He's very good. So just getting held up at this hourly low, struggling to break it. So yeah, this could just be a bottom wick and we could flip up to create that, to create the actual move. So you have to be patient. Let's hit up some the Wordle today. Let's see. Tell me in the chat if gold comes close to. We're not moving much now. No potential fake outs. It's actually not the worst idea, is it? No, we haven't really broken out. Yeah, let's see. Ebles. Ooh. Babble. Not a word. Ooh. If I get this. So it starts with B-A... Babble? Bammel? Babble? Bale? That's not a word, is it? No. Babble? What? What? Basil? No, that can't be a word. Basil. Bagel? Let's go. Too easy. Look at this win rate, 88%. Got to replicate that on the charts. Wow, yeah, look at that rejection. So maybe we just range again today. Who knows? Yeah, this range, I'm just no point in trying to do anything in there. Does anyone trade the 1 minute? Feel like we've all been there. Could be done. It could be done. Let's pretend. Breakout. Pull back. If we look on the 5 minute. 5 minute rejecting. I'll take buys if this flips. 1 minute. Not actually. I'm not actually taking this, by the way, guys. But see, there's that exact like pattern I was looking at before. I mean, it's obviously not perfect, but and then if you look on the 5 minute, oh, it's well, that's just a rejection. I retract this. Nice rejections off this level. So let's see what we can push down. But we have rejected this level, so didn't break the lows. 4 hour flips. Yeah, I think we're going to push up then. Or range. Banger. could just be a top wick at the 15 and then we continue down, but broken the highs. Maybe we just move back into this range. I don't know. Looked like we had some volume there for a second, but still a long session ahead, so. Wow, look at this push. If we flip though, if we flip now, this will be great. Because we can see like this nice retest, broken the highs. So you could say like a bit of a grab liquidity. Yeah, if we flip now, that'll be good. But I don't know if we're going to be honest. It might just be that there's not lots on until this later on during New York. You know what I figured out the other day? It's like I was always so confused as to why, like if for instance this news was to come out for US dollar, GBP JPY would move like a lot. And I was like, why does that happen? Why does GJ move? Or like something that doesn't involve the US dollar, why does that move when there's US dollar news? I was so confused. But then I realized if you look at, I saw this video where it's like, if you look at all of the pairs, like they all affect each other when one of them moves. So I forgot how it works completely. Let's what was it called? Forex triangle. Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but oh, here we go. Yeah, so if this is the same thing, but it's like, I don't know what these are. Yeah, maybe this one. So if like UJ moves, EJ will move and GJ will move as well. And if GJ moves, then you can see like how that, it's like a chain reaction. It's pretty interesting. So if you have US dollar news coming out and US dollar moves, that'll affect, because UJ will be affected, which means Japanese yen will, like, it's pretty crazy. I never really thought of it that way. What's it called though? Fractional relationships. There's a good YouTube video about it. Yeah, look at this rejection. That's nice. So if the hourly can flip and then break these lows, that'll be great. GJ pushing bullish. There's a really good YouTube video about it. About how that whole relationship works. This entire course was really good. Where is it? All these videos were really good, just like not about actual trading, but just about how the actual structure of the Forex market works, which is really good to know, even though I don't think it particularly helps with your trading. It's really good to know, to sort of see how price works. There was this interesting one here, and it explains like you know how a stock, if a stock moves, it everyone buys a stock because they want to make money, whereas Forex is, it's more based on utility. So, which means that um, most of the price movements in FX is just countries like selling and exchanging goods. So when you think, if like the US wants to buy coal from Australia or something, that's done through the FX market. And it's just, no, they don't care about the long-term price of the pair. They just want to make sure that they get paid in the right currency, and that's where most of the movement happens. I just saw it. But yeah, check these videos out. They're really good. About, here it is. Triangular equilibrium. So you can see 96% of price moves are ghost moves without any real buying or selling. Because if you have Euro GBP moves, I forgot how it works, but it's pretty interesting. Let's have a listen.
Most price moves in Forex have nothing to do with buying or selling whatsoever. Instead, they're driven by mathematical formulas through triangular equilibrium. And another strange quirk that catches amateurs out is, in Forex, the price can move in the opposite direction to buying or selling pressure. There may be more buyers than sellers, but the price can still go down instead of up, and vice versa. More sellers than buyers, and the price will go up instead of down. As bizarre as that sounds, this is an essential fact of order flow mechanics that you need to understand if you want to trade more profitably. There are always two parties to a trade, the person who wants to buy and the person who wants to sell to them. And you may have heard that for 500 million, people to take the other side. But understanding the complexity and the dynamics of how market makers operate,
yeah, this is
to be able to predict future price movement.
Really interesting.
A market maker,
listen to this,
suggests make a market. They're essentially a middleman. And I'll use the analogy of a fish market to explain this. When a trawler comes into harbour, they don't want to have to travel around the country looking for shops or supermarkets and fishmongers who want to buy their catch. And similarly, a shop doesn't want to have to travel to various ports around the country looking for boats that may or may not have the fish that they want to buy. So a resourceful entrepreneur makes a market to offer convenience for all parties. The fishermen know that they can always sell their entire catch in that market, and the shops know that they can always find whatever it is they want to buy, all in one location. The fishermen and the shops all become customers of the person who made that market. And if you want to buy or sell fish, you go to the market, knowing that they will either take what you've got or they can supply what you need. The market maker obviously doesn't provide this service of convenience for free.
Yeah. No, this whole, it's so interesting. I find it really cool to be able to try and understand how this whole thing works. It's really interesting. The other thing I was thinking about the other day is like how complex it is what happens when you press buy or sell on MT4. Like there's so much stuff that happens for you to just be able to see your profit and loss of a trade on your screen. And it's just crazy. The entire market, it's just so complex, and we just get to like sit at home and press buy or sell. But then there's like this whole background of events that happen as a result. It's just interesting to learn about that side of things, not just because I love just how cool the whole market is, how it moves, and then you got the psychology of it. It's so, yeah, love it. But now we're just ranging. Hmm. Let us know if you guys are looking at any potential opportunities. Have a look. Something I'm missing or... This hourly close will be pretty interesting. Whether we push back into this range or if we close below this support, that'll be pretty good. Good indication that potentially we're going to continue down. But yeah, gold might just range until all this comes out later. Look at this. Anyone can create withdrawals. Just shows you got to be careful looking at people's withdrawals and balance and... Yeah, it looks like we're pushing back into this range. 30-minute just closed. Ooh, we actually did close bearish. Pardon me, not bearish, but below this resistance. 15. So maybe we continue pushing, I don't know. That's the thing, like, there's no point trying to predict what's going to happen. You just got to wait and react to your plan. Something I've majorly changed. I always used to try and, oh, price is going to do this, so let's do that. It's like, no, you don't know what the price is going to do. Just wait for a plan to figure out if price comes here, this is what we're going to do. Price breaks below, we'll look at sells. Price breaks above, we'll look at buys. Simple as that. It's also weird how the market just, like in these areas, it has like zones where it just moves really clean. I find that so odd. Like how can, I don't know if this is sounding really weird, but just like how the market moves in patterns is just so odd. Like it's so random, yet there's definitely patterns and things that repeat themselves, which is, it's just so weird to think about. Like how can a whole collection of like buyers and sellers culminate to create price patterns? Like that stuff is so weird. How does that even work? But like, yeah, look at this range. So we can see here, clean, 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 clean. I mean, it's obviously not perfect, but that's what we're trying to replicate. Clean, clean. So that's what we're trying to do when we say look to the left to figure out if this range is clean or not. This price tends to move in that area. But yeah, it's weird how price is like There's so many participants in the market, yet they're still repeating patterns, which I guess comes down to like people's psychology. You know, the people always say the market is like a mass psychology machine, and that makes sense. It's like price is just a reflection of what people are doing, or what's happening, and people buying and selling, which is interesting. No bottom wick here on the 15-minute, so, and on the 30. So this is probably just the top wick, potentially. We'll wait and see. I'll be back. Nothing. So this hourly, like, we haven't broken the highs here yet. So this could still just be a top wick, and we could still flip. But if we break these highs, yeah, there's probably a good chance we're gonna fill this range. The only thing is, this isn't clean enough for me to take. There's too much stuff in the way if we break above here. Resistance here, 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 here. Even though it's a huge range, there's just so much stuff in the way. But above here, that'll be great. GJ, wow. The only thing I don't like about this is we haven't created a bottom wick. The hourly, however, has created a nice bottom wick, so let's see. Let's see. Just need a bit of volume to kick in. But GJ, I think if GJ breaks out, we could have a nice move. It's been ranging for so long. Wonder if Don took a trade.
This week, get 20% off all orders over $10 only on the My Macca's app.
Your eyeballs are amazeballs. They can identify a star that's 16,000 light years away. Oh, the spectacular video on the screen right here. Wow. Look after them with a Medibank.
Not a lot of people heard that early, but
Gold buys, 10 pips.
the monthly that's the bullish again. Because I understood that the trade, the forecast was bullish. Why not close by range strike? Wow, we started play now. Range comes down.
Why did he take this?
Because you're closing above this range here.
What I really want is someone to
Bro, we got 5 tabs open.
Well, why not? What are you looking for? Who is your perfect guy?
Your day today.
First of all,
Enter? Oh, you didn't. Above 79?
Probably here. Oh yeah, here.
There. Yeah, you close above this range. Yeah, chat.
Yeah, he's got a...
Buys here. As he closes above the range.
It's interesting how different like everyone's strategy is, but he just takes buys and he trades on the 5 minute, which I find hard. I find the 5 minute pretty hard to figure out what's going on because you have to put all of the time frames together. But yeah, his win rate is freaking crazy.
Initially, I want.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It just always wins. Volume's just completely died off here. But I know there are people trying to trade in here. We've all been there. Three days. No trades. Still got a lot of time though. 2.5 more hours, 2 hours. Hourly on GJ is looking pretty good. Not gonna lie. Show us in the poll what you guys have been up to this week. Just interesting to see. It's anonymous, so I can't see. Profitable. Ooh, GJ. GJ's looking good, not gonna lie. We just need some volume. $50-50. 2 votes. Holy crap. Yeah, so I moved my buy levels on gold to this area here. Reason being, just if we look on the 15, we can clearly see this is a level, if we look to the left, a level where if we close above, there's a good chance we're going to fill the range. Like, this is what we're trying to mirror. Price breaks, close above, fills the range. Pretty sure I took this last week as well. Yeah, we did, actually. We're pushing, bit of volume. Be good if hourly can close above here, that'd be good. So weird looking at how you used to trade. How long ago was this? 2022. Textbook last setup. Look at that. Freaking beautiful. That's the thing though, like what I'm trading now is pretty much the exact same thing, just lower time frame. Because if you think about this, if this was the 4 hour, you'd have price breakout, close. If you get a 4 hour close above, with a top wick, you push back, create the bottom wick, flip, then continue to push bullish. It's all the exact same. I've just found I like the way I'm trading now a lot better. Bit of an L. Holy crap. Getting some volume. I know I keep saying that, but we actually are now. Loss. Win. Still remember exactly how to trade this way. 4 hour breakout, 1 hour pushes back, wait for the behavior to flip to bearish or in line with the 4 hour. So here you can see we're trending up. So we wait for double top to change the behavior to bearish because we break the previous higher low. I feel like once you learn a strategy, you don't really ever lose it. Alright, so we got some movement here. Have to see what happens. Anyway, what's everyone's ideas? Let us know what you're thinking, if you're thinking about anything. Any trades, that is. GJ's pushing. So we got 7 minutes to the hourly closes. If GJ closes above here on the hourly, we'll have to be careful to make sure that we still have enough range. So if we close like up here and we only have like less than 10 pips to fill this range, probably not going to take it. Either going to wait for a breakout above here or a retracement to take buys back up. But if we close and we have enough range to take buys back up to there, we'll wait for, first of all, the 1 hour has to create a top wick. So we can't close like this. We have to create a top wick. And we then have to close, pull back, create a retest or bottom wick, and then flip back to bullish. Then I think we can fill this range. That's the plan. But yeah, if the price closes like, let's say price closes here, we have 8 pips to the top, and you're like, is it really worth it? Plus you have 30-minute below there. You're like, not really worth it to try and take buys to fill this range. May as well just wait for a break above again. And Goldie, I'm not touching till it gets out of this range. Ideally, what would happen is like on the 15-minute something, price pushes, pulls back, closes bearish, and then continues with the break above. Or we push above here, close bearish but still above this level, and then continue the push on the flip. But yeah, we need some sort of retracement, whether it be a bottom wick or a full pullback. We need a retracement. This hourly is looking good, especially even if we can close above here. Like that's good for just analyzing where we could potentially go. Right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, so you can see daily's now flipped after creating a bottom wick. So I think there's a good chance we're going to fill this range. We just need to find an entry that fits us. You see gold rejecting this area. Solid rejection. Yeah, trading one session definitely forces you to just wait a lot, because like I haven't taken a trade for 3 days now. And when I was trading 2 sessions, like London and New York, it was I would rarely ever go 3 days without a trade. But I'm so much more focused. Like during London, I'm like 3 hours where I'm 100% just fully focused on the charts. Whereas if you're trading 2, I find that, especially like I'm not that emotionally developed as a trader yet. I don't think many of us are. Like only the very top guys are able to trade London, take an L, come back to New York and be in the right mindset to trade. Like I found if I took an L in London and then went to try and trade New York, I was like just pissed off and annoyed the whole time. So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things I've realized from trading just one session. Take an L and I have to like force myself to adopt that long term. Okay, we took an L. that's okay. We followed the plan. Let's come back tomorrow. It's just, and you come back the next day just fresh. You're not thinking about anything. You're just what's in front of you. And I just enjoy it a lot more. I enjoy trading a lot more because I'm not like stressed about anything. It's just all we can do is just for 3 hours, just focus and follow the plan. And that's all we need to do every day. I'm not focused about trying to make money or anything. We're just following the process every single day. This is a nice hourly close though. 5 seconds. So we closed above this minor area here. Hopefully what I'm hoping for, or not hoping, but just what I'm planning for here is potentially this 15 comes down, creates a nice bottom wick, maybe takes out some of these lows over here, and then maybe it takes like half an hour more and we can close above here. So let's see. If this 15 creates a really nice bottom wick and then closes above, I'd be happy to take buys. But we need to create a nice hourly bottom wick first, and we can see we're doing that now. I think this is, we'll see, but likely to. Gold is just ranging. My 1 minute would have done well. I wanted to take the flip here, yeah. Maybe I should go on the 1 minute. I want to look at some more of my old trades. Using the fib. Look at that. Perfect. Definitely got stopped out there. Oh. Definitely like furious. How long ago? March. Pretty much last year this time. That's crazy how much my trading's changed in a year. Yeah, back here, I was literally just trading patterns. Like, I was looking at the 4 hour as well, but as soon as I saw like a 1 hour pattern, I was just in. No matter what was happening. If there was news, if there was something, I didn't care. Pattern, let's execute. Which works. I mean, it works. It's just, I find that when you can try and incorporate the daily and the 4 hour and just sort of how price moves into it and probability, not just taking a pattern because it's there, it makes a big difference. Look at this. So there you can see that pattern I was talking about at the start of the session. Comes down, ranges for a bit, pushes back, flip. And on the day, or the 4 hour, no, the daily, this is just going to look like a breakout. We push back and then we flip. Which is what I'm trying to do here. This is a very nice bottom wick, if this is a bottom wick, but I think it is. So if we flip, we could have something. Flip and close. So you can see this 15 didn't have a bottom wick, this 15 didn't have a bottom wick. So I wouldn't be surprised if we push down all the way to take liquidity there and then. Because there's definitely a lot of people that are buying now, I can tell you that. Break out of here. And maybe putting stops like below this 30 or something. I don't know. Gold is still just ranging. Banger.
$22,000 in 8 weeks, $23,000 in a weekend, $26,000 a week, $27,000,
Mate.
$30,000 a month, $95,000 in 2 months, $34,000 a month, $45,000 a month. You get the point. Clients are absolutely crushing with the.
And it could be real, who knows, but I doubt it. Yeah, look at this. So you can see that price just pushing back all the way, which is good. This is good. I have a good feeling we're going to flip here, but let's just wait. That is a nice bottom wick, if it's a bottom wick. Yeah, so this is a very key level that we're approaching here. Crazy to think we've sat here for, let's have a look. Sat here for 5, nearly 6 and a bit hours without taking a single trade these last 3 days. That's pretty crazy. Just shows you gotta wait. And we could lose, that's the other thing. Could wait 6 hours just to take an L. But that doesn't matter, we just follow the process every day. This is huge. 30 pip candle nearly. It'd even be better if we break these 1 hour lows and then flip bullish. That would be sweet. But we could just continue down. But we haven't created a top wick yet, so it's a decent chance we're gonna flip. The only thing is the stops might be a bit big. But we can definitely use a 15 or something. I saw a cool new prop firm. And they actually trade real money. One of the only prop firms I've seen that trades real money. They do look a bit not dodgy, but I don't know. They seem a bit under established. But you can trade up to like 10 million or something of real money, which is freaking crazy. Where was this? It had like the and this firm's cool because they have like they keep your track record and put it through with like KPMG, so it's all like audited and stuff because it's real money, so it's interesting. But yeah, you can get up to 10 million in capital. How crazy is that? So if you start with 200k, pay 600 British pound, and then make 10, oh no, how much do you need to make to move up? 10%, yeah. 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. If you make 40% and you get to 10 million funding, that is freaking crazy. For 600 British pound. That is the ridiculous. Yeah, so they trade real money, which is interesting. I don't know. Do you guys know any other prop firms that trade real money? I don't think there's anyone that I know. I know there's ones that I just got copyrighted. Oh well. I'm not monetizing this anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But yeah, that's interesting how they use real money. Holy shit. So you're just gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Music change. GJ just dropping. This isn't bad. Like if this can push back up, it's even better. But I don't know if we're going to. But I'm not gonna look at taking any sells. 4 hour has flipped, but for me, this area is just not an area where I want to get involved. Yeah, there's shit everywhere. We got volume, but we're not going anywhere. Yeah, not much happening now. GJ's moving, but I'm not really interested in it at all. I'll be back. Django, come here. Come here. Audacity Capital is a prop firm that uses real money. Need to go through an interview. I sort of like that. I reckon that's a get out. I reckon that's a cool thing, like to be able to actually be able to trade and create real money for a company. I think that's a pretty cool thing. Obviously though, you'd need to be way more careful. Like you couldn't have as much drawdown. Like no way they'd let you have 8% drawdown with real money. Let's look. But I reckon it would be pretty fulfilling to be able to say, yeah, I make money for a real company, like real money through my trading. Yeah, 5% drawdown. 4% in a hybrid model. Yeah, so you're gonna have to go like 0.25% risk or 0.5 at the most. Ability challenge. Yeah, I reckon that'd be pretty cool if you could trade real money. But then again, it's like, is it really worth it when you can trade with the other firms that allow like way more drawdown and probably a higher profit split? So we got 30 closing in 5 minutes. But there's not much going on. If in the next 2 hours, however, we push and close above, that'll be great. Because we've like taken liquidity, really nice pullback. We can see on the hourly. We have broken the lows, but we haven't created a top wick. So even if the next hourly, this closes, even if it's bearish, then the next one flips bullish. That'll be good. But then we have the 4-hour closing as well, I do believe, yeah. Like if this 4-hour can break its own highs, that'll be good. But right now, we're just chilling. Already got copyrighted, so I may as well play some better songs.
Shadows of the day, I brought back to you. See the man who's over there. It's so nice to move to. Let's you like to make my day, make my day, make my day a little bit better. Let's get up and make my day, make my day, make my day a little
There is nothing happening. Maybe GJ flips. Rejecting. Wow, look at this rejection. 30 minutes respecting this. That's interesting. Gold's pushing. Here we go, bit of volume. Almost, it's London Open almost, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, London's been open. Alright, so 30 sort of respected. So if we can flip and close above here, that'll be very good. Massive rejection. Jamming. What do you guys do when you're waiting? I've gone through a lot of things. Wordle, chess. Recently I've been pretty like good. I just sit and wait. Just comfortable, just sitting. Music's good. But then again, I like the idea of just sitting and being able to wait without needing anything else. Because that's what you're doing most of the time. You're just waiting. Like you analyze and make a plan at the start of the day, and obviously that would change throughout the session, but most of the time you're just waiting. But it's good if you're able to not get distracted, like scroll and look at other videos and all that. Obviously it's hard to sit there for like 4 hours and not do anything, but I've been trying not to do anything else. I think maybe around 6:30 could be when we're looking at maybe something. This hour closes bearish around here. Next 15 or 30 closes above. But we just gotta wait and react. No point trying to predict. Goldie's moving. Yeah, so he could have, I guess he could have looked at a fake out or something, but that range just wasn't it for me. So much stuff everywhere.
And this is the way I really approach the whole thing.
Do I love you? Do I lust for you? Am I a sin
Definitely gonna
because
get
I purpose you?
copyrighted. But oh well.
Can you let me know right now, please?
Just, it said, what did it say? There are no problems. You don't need to take any action. You don't need to delete your video. So, Goldie's given a nice push, but still just ranging. That's what the higher time frames are good for. You can clearly see we're just in this area here.
For the kind of sunny you miss, I must have sent you. Hey, being with you is
Gold sells 2 minutes ago. Can't be doing too well. Look at these returns. Wonder if these are like regulated. That's pretty crazy. Figure out what you want and know what you need to master. This guy seems wise. Be the story everyone wants to remember. Do the hard work no one wants to do. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step. It's pretty deep. Demo. Still, that's good. Pretty good. GJ's still rejecting this level, but yeah, it's just taking its time. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Could you look at a fake out here? Didn't even think of that. The only reason I don't like a fake out is because we're still just sort of ranging. Like, even though we're faked out of this range, we're still technically in a range. It's just like a range 1, range 2 fake out. So if you're 1 range, your 2nd range. But on the 30, we haven't faked out. Nor have we on the 1 hour. So plus this range is pretty dirty. There's actually so much stuff on TradingView right now. Live London, look at this. Oh, this is on YouTube as well, I think.
Those that are new to the channel, feel free to message us in the chat section. Any tier that you want us to go.
CAD CHF buys.
So yeah, just fire away. More than happy. But this structure here is really, really nice structure.
Damn.
Tested once, tested twice, failed to break this high here. Lower high.
I think it's going to be New York again. New York's been moving nice these last couple of weeks. Especially late New York. Yesterday was around average. New York, pre-New York, New York Open. But the last couple of weeks, like NYSE, which is like 9 a.m. Eastern, has been moving well. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. London's been a bit lacklustered. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. 9 a.m. That's like every New York session's just been a push. 9 a.m. Here's a pre-London. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pre-London. Yeah, it's interesting. That's GJ as well, not even gold. Gold. 9 a.m. Oh, that's late. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Yeah, it's crazy. New York's been good these last couple of weeks. But it changes like as the year goes on. I'm pretty sure like in June, July, Asia actually becomes really good. I don't know why, but I've noticed that these last couple of years. I traded Asia for a bit last year, which is good for me, but it's just London's nice because I can still do my uni and everything, and then come back at like 3, 4 and trade. Nearly got another hourly close. Haven't created a top wick. So, yeah. I would say there's a high chance this next hourly is going to push to get some liquidity up here with the no top wick. Not much going on still. You know what's been really good recently? The trading memes. I was looking at them the other day. They're so relatable for some reason. Let's look at some of these. This one is so funny. It's so true. It's just like always trying to trade. I need to find the Beetlejuice one. But I can't remember where it is. It's actually the funniest meme. I can't remember which one it was. They're just so stupid, but I don't know. They're just so relatable. I want to search this. I don't know if it'll be on here. It's this video, but it says like when you're still trading like after like 3 losses in a row. It's just so funny. Just hanging around. Ah. They're still rejecting. They're still rejecting. There's not much volume, but maybe a late London. We'll go another hour, see what happens, and then if nothing happens, we'll be back next week. Can't stream tomorrow, but we'll be back next week. Yeah, so we got so much support over here. Daily, look how many wicks there are on that daily. That's nuts. But look at this support on the 4 hour. Like, try to break below, failed. Try to break below, failed, failed. 1 hour. 1 hour's been held up here quite a lot as well. So we'll see. But it's been a slow morning or night for me. Ooh. Let's see how this hourly closes, but definitely looks like we're ejecting. Your AUD moves so clean. It's actually ridiculous. Like, look at this. Breakout. Above there. So clean. Whoa, look at that. That is a rejection, if ever. Goldie's rejecting as well. So hopefully in the last hour, this 4 hour, we get some movement, because we've pretty much been doji. I mean, moved up, we've moved down, but we haven't really for both. Pretty much doji. Right, so the hourly closed bullish, or not bullish, but bearish, but respecting this level. So how does this look on the 30? Yeah, look at that. So now this is good because we haven't created a top wick on that 1 hour. So if we create a bottom wick now, flip bullish, we'll be breaking the previous 4-hour highs. Daily will be breaking its own highs. And if we get a closure above this area and then a bottom wick, we'll be good to go. Could even be off the rip if we close above here, depending on, because we've created such a good bottom wick or like a liquidity. Could even be off the rip, but we have to wait and see. And Goldie is not doing anything. I don't think gold's going to move until unemployment claims later tonight.
Technical.
Look at this on GJ. Yeah, at a key level, 1 hour's rejected. 5 minute forming a double bottom pattern. Break above, close above, retest. I know some traders that trade these, like W's. They work pretty well, but not really my strategy, so. But it makes sense why you would take that. Double rejection, broken the lows. Pretty much like a fake out almost. Back into clean range. We're just gonna wait for the break. You're always going to miss out on something. Like, you just got to wait for your plan. There she goes. Alright, this is looking really good on GJ now. If we can get a closure above here, we'll be in buys. Five minutes till this 15 closes, but it'll more likely just be the 30. Come on, GJ. Do something. Goldie? What's gold doing? Oh, look at GJ pushing up. Gold. Alright, we're getting some volume now. So hopefully we can actually do something for this last hour. I think it'll be the 30. That'll actually be great. We can get the 30 to close below. If this range was cleaner, like there wasn't as much stuff here, I would take a fake out here. But there's this shit everywhere. Ah, there is just no volume. We're just ranging. I mean, it is like 100 pip range, but still. So we had decent 15-minute closures on GJ. So hopefully we just need a bit of volume to do something. But we just got to be patient. 1 minute. Look at this session. 30 pip range. We've just gone nowhere. Goldie could potentially push up. 4 hour. 4 hours looking decent. Gold buys could be on. 1 hour has not created a bottom wick though. We also have the 4 hour closing in 30 minutes, so. So I'll probably wait for this 15 to close, or this 30, and then the next one, and if nothing happens there, we'll call it. Because we've been, how long have we been? Nearly 3 hours. Just nothing. Here we go. Bit of volume. Ooh, all right. So we're gonna have to look at gold here. GJ's moving as well, but gold. Okay. So if gold closes above here on the 15, it will be a 30 close as well. How's the hourly looking? Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? Anyway, let's see where gold closes. We could have something on our hands here. I'm not too concerned about this no bottom wick on the 1 hour because the 4 hour, yeah, As long as we close above, I'm not too concerned about it. But we will need a bottom wick on the next 30-minute opening and then a flip. So let's see what happens. Daily, how's it daily looking? Yeah. So I like this daily because first of all, this daily doesn't have a bottom wick. Next, this daily has rejected this range. Same with the 4 hour. So yeah, I'm a fan of this. Let's see where we close though. If we go here, we'll have break even about there. And TP1 around here. So let's see where we close. GJ doesn't look bad for the next 15 as well. So getting some late volume. Minute and 40 seconds. Get the closure. Right, so we didn't close above yet again. I don't really want to wait for the next 15 because then we'll have the 4 hour closing in 15 minutes. So let's see where it goes, but if that doesn't close above, we'll call it a day. We just need to be careful of how this 4 hours is looking at the time. Hello. Gulak. I don't know how to say that. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it there because if even if this 15 closes above, we'd have to wait for the next 4 hour to close either way. So because we don't want to be taking trades when the 4 hours 15 to go, because it moves not in its true direction the last few minutes usually. So I think we're gonna call it there. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for coming, and yeah, have a good week.